Good morning. This is the first morning, and as I sit here in our little beach cottage, I'm looking out at you also on the sand. You can see Jeff and Sarah and Kimberly and all of you standing there in your first mountain pose as you look out over the ocean. And I'm going to read to you the first reading that we're going to do later this morning so that you have this recorded as well. And then there's a couple of things I want to say as to why we chose this reading on such an important first moment of our time together. This is from October 21st, just a couple of days ago, and when I read it and then read it to Carrie on Saturday morning, I thought this was a good way for us to start. In many ways, talking about the conversational nature of the heart. Part of what we're doing this week is illuminating the heart by giving it language, giving it a way to speak, a way to expand itself, a way, in essence, for it to understand itself and you to understand your heart, which we don't put a lot of energy on in some ways. And of course, we're going to do that this week. So this is a Mark Nepo book from reading from the Book of Awakenings, which I recommend you get before the end of the year, and perhaps we all read it together for the next year. It's a daily reading book starting with January 1st. So anyway, this one is called Having Honest Friends, which I hope we consider ourselves today, and if not today, tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, the day after. It starts with the Thich Nhat Hanh quote, "If you tell me you already understand, I feel a little pessimistic. If you say you do not understand, I feel more optimistic." This Vietnamese monk, so renowned for his insight, helps us to remember that no one can live up to their image of themselves. We can only live out our questions. I have learned from both sides, from being the one with all the answers and from being the one with all the questions, that there is no real bond with others until we share the evidence of who we are and not just our conclusions. It's much of what we're going to be doing this week is sharing the who we are, not the conclusions about who we are. It's taken a long time, but I finally get it. I cannot have both truth and love in my life until I speak from the I and stop putting all my pain onto you, until I own all my stumblings and stop projecting my misfortunes on everyone nearby. I have a friend, his name is Alan. We have known each other for 29 years across 18 states and through storms we swore that would never let up. We held each other when marriages failed, through accidents and cancers. We held each other up when our grandmothers died. I have seen him in the rain where words can't reach him. I have even seen the rain that is his alone. And here now, because we've dared to open our small windows to each other, because we've broken down in front of each other with fragments of what we thought was truth, we have the privilege of asking again, as if for the first time, who are you? I'm going to read that again. Because we've broken down in front of each other with the fragments of what we thought was truth, we have the privilege of asking again, as if for the first time, who are you? I look at him after all these years without protection, and I say, I want to know you. Whatever you have withheld, whatever I have not been able to hear, let us sit in the clearing and understand each other like old birds whose wings are used now more to huddle than to fly. I'm going to read that again. Whatever you have withheld, whatever I have not been able to hear. Let us sit in the clearing and understand each other like old birds, whose wings are now used more to huddle than to fly. Having an honest friend, one before whom you can dump all your heart's pockets and still feel that you are worth something, is a form of wealth that will buy you nothing but give you everything. And mysteriously and rightly, to find such a friend, we must be such a friend. So that's our offering for you on this morning. I hope that during the course of the week, it's not about revealing some deep, dark secret that will reveal itself to you if it needs to be spoken about. It's revealing as much our deep, dark beauty, the lightness of our being, the vulnerability and our humility to stand before the waves as you are right now, and in a warrior pose as you are right now, and say, open yourselves to life, to the waves coming in, the wind, the sun, and each other. And so let's see what the week holds. And by the time you're looking at this, we will already know. But I'm hoping that to make you a series of small vignettes of what we're doing in the course of the week, so that when you get home, you'll have, 20 or 30 or 40 little videos you can look back and say, what did we do? And can I see it again? Much love to you. Take care and see you soon.